Hey everybody, it's Nooch, and welcome to part 2 of our arena climb videos, the analysis, understanding our teams, how they work together. And what we've got up right now are the statistics for our arena team. These are the stats for each character. We got Valiant, Redbeard, Princess Argenta, Cook, Bart, and Hiker. And these are the team we're using in arena right now to beat teams that are 5, 10, 20k higher than us at Awesomeness. Watch part 1 because that's where you're going to see that happen. But here in part 2, we're just going to dig in, look at the stats, understand how the characters work. Now you can see we have maximum health, attack, which is the damage the hero deals, the defense, which reduces the damage the hero takes. You can notice that Valiant's defense is just blows everybody away, and he gets extra defense when he taunts, but we'll see that in a second. Then the speed, that determines who goes first. See on this tilt where we lost it, but you look at those stats and understand how your characters work. So we're going to start right here with Pirate Cook Bart. There's his health, attack, defense. His speed is 92. It's not fast. Skill is his chance to apply ability effects to foes, and his grit determines the hero's capacity. We got the status effects over there. So Cook Bart's basic, dishwater soup fling. Deals 90% damage to target foe, has a 65% chance to apply 1 stack of damage over time. Now what is damage over time? Look at our little chart. It damages this minifigure for 3% of their max health at the start of their turn with a max stack of 5. Okay, you're going to do damage on their next turn. His next deal is he heals target hero for 40% of his max health. You want to get Cook Bart's health as high as possible so he can heal 1 target for all that health. Number 3, dangerous cooking. He deals 95% damage to his target foe. If the target has 3 or more debuffs, copy a random debuff to 1 other random foe. So he's going to copy their debuffs and put them on other foes. The debuffs are the red circles over here, those you don't want to get, or if you're on offense attacking, you want those on the other team. And then his passive, at the start of his turn, if Cook Bart has 20% or less health, inflicts max health down on a random foe. Max health down reduces the character's max health by 10%. So for Cook Bart, if he had that, his health would be reduced by 485.9 down to about 438 or 4,300, something like that. So pay attention to those stats and those buffs and debuffs on your team. We're going to go a little quicker now. We're going to try and match up the buffs to the debuffs, although she doesn't have one on her basic. So Princess Argenta deals 105% damage to a target foe, has a 30% chance for a hero to assist for 40% damage, and if they're a pirate, that damage is doubled. That is astonishing, and that is awesome. Use that basic, because when you also get Redbeard's, well, not Redbeard's counter, but when you also get the pirate ship in there that's bringing those assists, that is a lot of assisting on this team, and she hits like a truck. 50% chance to inflict Dizzy, deals 85% and extra damage if there are debuffs on the target. So let's look at Dizzy. Over here, Dizzy prevents a minifigure from countering, assisting, doing bonus attacks, and increasing their pep. So Dizzy makes sure that character can't fight back, is stuck on their pep, they can't gain extra pep, stuff like that. On her number 3 special, deals 120% damage to target foe, inflicts 2 stacks of damage over time for 3 turns. Nooch uses this religiously. Every time it's up, he uses it. You can see it deals damage over time, so it's going to deal damage on that opponent's next turn of 3% times 2, 6%, and it's going to do massive damage. She's a massive damage dealer. At start of combat, Princess Argenta's skill is increased by 5% for each pirate hero. Her skill gives her the ability to apply those damage over times. If Captain Redbeard's a hero, she gains 5% damage for each Buccaneer. The Buccaneers are Captain Redbeard, Argenta, and Cook Bart. Boom. You gotta look at that. You can see Buccaneer. You see their labels right there. Pay attention to the labels because it helps them all work together. You can see Redbeard and Argenta work together and have things going. All right, Redbeard. 90% damage and a 40% chance to inflict Disarmed. What is Disarmed? Disarmed prevents this minifigure from using their special or ultimate abilities. They have to use their basic ability. Salty Seas. Clear 2 to 3 random debuffs from all heroes. That's each hero. And grant pirate heroes skill up. What is skill up? And it heals Buccaneer heroes as well. Skill up gives you a greater % chance. Where are we? Skill up. Increase the skill by 20%. So your skill there, 352. His skill will be increased up by 70, up to 422. It's a better chance of applying debuffs like this. Like these 2 stacks of damage over time with 140% damage, which again, each damage over time does 3% damage to the max health of the character at the start of their next turn, up to 5 stacks. So you can have him doing damage over time, you can have Argenta doing damage over time, everybody's doing damage over time. Whenever another pirate hero takes damage, Redbeard has a 20% chance to counter against attacking foe. If the hero's a buccaneer, 10 plus bonus chance. So you're having assists from Argenta, and you're having Redbeard counter when his Buccaneer and Pirate buddies are hit. Whenever they take damage, he has a 20% chance or a 30% chance with a Buccaneer to counter with his basic. That is amazing, and you're going to see that happen. If you go back and watch part 1, you're going to see all those assists and those counters happening. Hiker. Okay, Hiker's not a pirate, but he's a healer. So you bring him in to heal your team back up whenever they get low on health. His basic is he deals 110% damage plus 25% damage to builder foes. We don't care. We don't care. It hits a little bit of help. It's fine. You use it just to get back to the healing. He's got to use something in between, so you get back to his healing. Hey, what a boy. Okay, it sounded a little bit like a Native American. I didn't mean to. It's kind of like a Bob Dylan thing. Maybe Bob Dylan sounds like a Native American. Never thought of that. Okay. Hiker heals all heroes for 35% of his max health. Senior heroes get 5% bonus. Get his health as high as possible. Get him geared up, get him started up, get him leveled up, get him up. You see at the next level of this ability, he has a 40% chance to gain Grit Up, and Grit Up increases your grit by 20%, which determines your hero's capacity for resisting ability effects. So his 20% Grit Up will give him 9544. That helps him resist getting those debuffs like damage over time. At start of his turn, his passive is he has a 25% chance to grant the hero with the lowest health defense up. And defense up goes to increases defense by 20%. His defense is 124. You saw that Valiant's defense was like 290, something like that. And if you get defense up, it's going to help your character take less damage from attacks when they get attacked. We're going to go through Magisto. Nooch didn't have his stats pulled up because he's not using him in his arena team anymore, but let's still look at his specials because he'll probably make his way back in there because Nooch is really focused on getting him started up. His basic deals 90% damage to his target foe. If the target has 4 more buffs, he has a 100% chance to clear 1 random buff from them. I don't see a lot of 4 buffs at the level I'm at, maybe as I go down the road. His special, deal 120% damage, have a 60% chance to inflict Clumsy. Clumsy is, guarantees the next attack this minifigure will miss its target. Clears after being triggered. You want Clumsy on your enemy. They will miss you. That's awesome. That's an awesome. That combined with all the Pirate's abilities gets you lots more hits in. And the more hits you get, more likely you are to win. His healing, select a target hero. The hero gains payback for 1 turn and heals 15% of their max health. Not a great heal, but payback is a 100% chance to counter when attack. So if you can get this on Princess Argenta with her basic where she hits like a truck and I think deals damage over time with her basic. She does something with her basic. We'll have to go back and look. Get that payback on there. At the start of the battle, Castle Hero's defense is increased by 15% and King's Court speed. Now, Nooch doesn't have those on this team except for Magisto. So this is where Magisto really comes in handy on a Castle and King's Court team. And if you use Magisto's Castle, it gets even better, and Nooch is learning those stats. Here's Captain Valiant. For some reason, his frame is a little different from the other ones. Don't know why. Whatever. Okay. On his basic, he deals 80% damage, and a random hero has a 50% chance to gain dodge up. Dodge up increases your dodge chance by 10%. You have more of a chance to dodge. You're not going to use that basic very often, though. Special. Gains taunt for 2 turns. Has a 65% chance to inflict defense down. We also see another defense up and a grit up. Defense down makes you take more damage. Taunt means that the other team has to attack you. And the grit down, we've covered those. This is his big one, Rousing Screech. Here, all heroes can attack up and skill up if they have no debuffs. Attack up increases your attack by 20%. Skill up gives you a better chance to apply debuffs. And he also heals the pirate character, the Buccaneer. Can't remember, but we'll take a look at that later. Whenever he has taunt, his defense is increased by 20. His defense is already bigger than everybody else's by a lot. And his max health increases. If you notice that Valiant's max health is lower than everybody else. We go back to... Okay, so he grants grit up. You cannot target Captain Valiant, so he can't get his own. Can't be the lowest health guy and get himself defense up and grit up. So you can see And Nooch is still in the process of gearing Valiant up, so he'll have more health as he goes. And when he taunts... Now, one thing about taunt, and we want to talk about this, this is not a game where you want to taunt immediately. Target your taunts. Wait to taunt until you really, really need to keep somebody else alive. Then use that taunt. But don't taunt right from the beginning. You're going to regret it because you're going to lose that character immediately, especially if you're trying to get gold trophies. Okay, that was a quick tip. Now, here is the set. Boarding party. Whenever a pirate hero damages a foe, one random hero has a 15% chance to assist and deal 15% damage. These are more of the assists we were talking about, along with Princess Argenta's basic. At the start of the battle, each hero has a 15% to gain attack up, and pirate heroes also gain skill up for 1 turn. So skill up lets you apply those debuffs, attack up makes you attack better, and we've seen other characters. We've seen Valiant, who also applies those 2 exact same things. We are going to have a lot of attack up and a lot of skill up in this fight with the pirates. This is where all the synergies and the cohesion come together. You landlubbers! At the start of the battle, each foe has a 25% chance to be inflicted with grit down. So, 25% chance you'll probably hit 1, maybe 2 of your foes with that grit down, which means that you can more readily apply those clumsies, those damage over times, those dizzies. It gives you a better chance to apply your debuffs to the enemy and have more success. And that is all Nooch has for you today. He's out of breath. This is all in a hurry. You'll have to watch it again and slow it down. But always remember, Nooch too good.